We'll start off with Helene St. James, Detroit Free Press.
Hi, how do you feel your first few days of camp have gone getting adjusted to a new team?
It's as usual. Beginning, you kind of want to get into it. Some hard practices, kind of some heavy conditioning, but feeling better every day. And once in the game start, you get in game shape as well.
How valuable has this time up here been for you, just as far as being able to bond a little with the guys and such?
Yeah, definitely goes quick. Play some golf, go together to dinner, and so you get to know each other quicker. We're all up here alone together, so you spend some time, and it kind of speed ups the process.
How did you enjoy today's game? Is it just a nice little, kind of something different from the daily practices and such to have a scrimmage like today?
Playing games is always fun. Of course, it's not usually as an exhibition game or something like that, but it's still fun to play. Get in those things we worked in practice, kind of use it in a game kind of situations. So it just speeds up the process.
I was wondering, did you meet with Jeff before the start of camp or anything? Like, kind of what have they told you as far as what their expectations are for you?
Keep doing what I did. Met up, usually here a couple of days before we start. So we had a meeting, and for me, it's just keep going what I've done last year, and make the team better, and earn my time, nice time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up, Bob Duff, Detroit Hockey Now.
Pius, how is this adjustment different from last year when you came over to the NHL for the first time? Is there a little more of a comfort zone here because you kind of know what the NHL is all about now? You've experienced it for you.
Yeah, for sure. It's more comfortable. Every game you play, every practice, you kind of get more used to it. It's a bit different this year than last year, right? There's a real camp this year, so I didn't have that. So it's still a bit different. Last year was just showing up and start playing pretty much. So that's a bit new, but overall, it's just you know how the game is played a bit better. There's still you get every game you get a bit more experience, but in general you just feel more comfortable. You know some of the teams now, you know how they play, what's the level, and how you have to play.
Jeff Blashill mentioned yesterday he thinks you're a very smart player, and he can see you filling some roles on the penalty killing. They've lost a lot of players who were key penalty killers on last year's team. I know you didn't do a lot of that in Chicago last year, but have you done that back home and with the national team?
I pretty much played all my life on the box play as well. So I'm on the penalty kill, so I'm used to it. Whatever role they got for me, I want to fill them and do my job, part of the team. But so it's nothing new for me.
Okay, thank you.
Next up, Ted Colfin, Detroit News.
You probably had a lot of different options. Why did you feel like the wings were the best choice for you?
There's opportunity. There's some spots open, like I said, and I want to play, and I also want to help team grow. It's a lot of guys are around my age, so it's kind of bringing that group up together and win more games every year and go from there. So I feel like they were also really interested in me. So I felt like it's a good spot. It's a great organization, a lot of history. So it definitely will be fun.
What was the biggest adjustment last year when you came over and adapted to the NHL?
There's just less room with the size of the rink from the ice. It's a bit more physical. You're always running into somebody with your bodies. But overall, it's still ice hockey. It's not that of a crazy difference. Just some small things you get adjust.
Was it surprising or disappointing the way things ended in Chicago, or were you kind of expecting? What were your feelings at that point?
Well, it's a little bit of both. Over the summer you talk or you don't, and then you kind of get the feeling, you kind of know what's going to happen. How the process is with the rules, everything. So it wasn't at the end not a total surprise.
Thanks for your time. Thanks.
Next up, George Malik, The Malik Report.
Hi, Pius. I was wondering if you could talk about playing alongside Robbie Fabry and generating
Yeah, I mean, we've played a few games way back, but it's been a couple of years. Again, exactly in Guelph. So, but that's been a while. But you know, I think as time goes on, every practice you have, you kind of understand how he thinks, how I think, and how we're gonna play it out. And like you know, the more you play together, you're gonna read off each other better. So I think with every game, that's gonna improve. And no, he's a quick, smart player, so I don't think it will take us too long.
What are the differences in systems play between Detroit and Chicago thus far that you've seen?
Yeah, the penalty kill is a bit different, I'd say. Otherwise, it's really similar. You know, there's some small stuff, but you also adjust from game to game sometimes, depending on their opponent. So it's overall, I think it's really close together. There's small things, neutral zone or a penalty kill where it's different, but not like in a crazy opposite direction. So it's not that. Yeah, just have to get comfortable and knowing with the other guys more, get that feeling how the Ds react, how your wingers react, and all that kind of stuff.
And finally, this is your first time in Traverse City. I was wondering what you think about the city and training camp as a whole.
Yeah, I mean it's nice up here. As long as the weather is good, it's beautiful. You know, it's a lot of fun to go outside. Still, it's very warm beginning, so it's nice. Good restaurants, as far as I know, for now. So, yeah, it's a good place. Quite a long drive, but otherwise good.
Feeling down.
Sorry?
Feeling down. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
And our last question, Max Boltman, The Athletic.
Hey, Pius, I know he wasn't in your group for the first couple of days of camp, but what did you think of playing with Lucas Raymond today? What kind of impressions he made on you so far?
Good question. He makes some really good plays. You know, finds a spot to pass. A big body can shield the puck, so I think he did a good job, and he looks comfortable. I think he got some good. How you say that? Yeah, sorry, lost the word there. But he feels confident. Yeah, confident is. So you can tell making those plays to the middle, you know, getting a guy on his back. So it looked pretty good to me.